Chevy? Chevyland stands apart from the competition. Explore over 12 acres and more than 260 vehicles with truckloads of savings, like 10,000 off select new 2026 Silverado 1500s, 1.9% financing on Blazer and Silverado, plus the Chevyland Advantage, 12 months complimentary maintenance. That's peace of mind. Only at Chevyland. And that's why we're #1 in North Louisiana. Come see the difference for yourself at Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters.
Top 16, round 2 of 2 for season 5. Checkered Flag Motorsports Speedway Monkeys tonight. Talladega, the chase continues, and 8 drivers will be eliminated from the playoff picture after tonight. The HRR 200, sponsored by Jimmy Reynolds, and of course presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Yes, there is a broadcast tonight, like yesterday. More on that here in just a little bit. Steven, thank you, buddy, for checking up on me. But I'll get to that here in a minute. But I think it'll be a pretty good race here tonight. As y'all can already tell, laughing in the background is my brother. So my brother is here, gonna help me call the race here. I think we got rested up from a long day yesterday, but up Talladega, very wide track, and you know your favorite vehicle, you know, the trucks. I know you were very fond of the trucks, so you know I think it's going to be a good race. I think, you know, 25 trucks at the moment, it's a pretty stacked field.
Yeah, I love the trucks for whatever reason. Don't ask me why. I have no idea, but yeah, we're all rested up. I slept till like 1 o'clock today, but I think it'll be a pretty good race. We have Vega and OP, and it turned out to be a pretty good one too, so I expect the same.
Yeah, definitely so. And like I said, this is the last race of the top 16. 8 drivers will be eliminated. Then we'll get, of course, into the 2 races, into the top 8. More on that as well here in a little bit. Talk about those races coming up, too. First, they got a tackle tonight. So what's in store for tonight? Well, pre-race analytics here coming up. If I click the button, there we go. Air temp of 66. Not really a lot of wind out there either. We're between 1 and 5. Right now it's 3. So Not dealing with a whole bunch of wind. Like I said, air temp of 66, track temp of 73, 80 laps, 212 miles. So, HRR 200, a little bit low here. But 212 miles in total, unlimited tires, 50% fuel. We are looking roughly at about 13. I put 13 to 18. Could be probably a little bit less than that. I think in the draft they're going to be able to save some. But 13 to 18 laps is what we're going to be going for. We'll know more when they, get a green flag run in, which I think they will. I think we're going to see a green flag run here tonight as they go tumbling down the backstretch here out of turn number 2. Pit road, well, that's a gruesome 55 miles an hour. We could definitely see some hiccups on pit road here tonight as well. And of course, if you're in the top 16, you definitely don't want no problems for sure. You want to get as many points as you can because, you got to get in on points. You can't get in on a win. So, you get all the points that you can and then try to see if you can make it into the top 8 going into next week. Pace speed here is 70 miles an hour, jumping down into the point standings. Coming in to Tendai. Of course, we know Dana Osborne had that lead going into round number 1. Now, however, after the first race, Dana's only 5 points ahead of now Rick Sanchez. They're in second at 21:45. Paul Servan in third at 20:44. One behind Rick. Anthony English in fourth at 20:43. One behind Paul. Rick Seabrands. Hopefully Rick's got his stuff fixed up for tonight. He is at 20:42. Also one behind Anthony. He's at 6th at 20:37. 5 behind Seabrands. And Nicholas Wing in 7th at 20:36. One behind Lynn. Russell Hancock at 8th at 20:34. 2 behind Wing. Mark Mann in 9th at 20:33. One behind Russ. And Sean Stevens is going to be rounding out the top 10 at 10th at 20:32. One behind Mark. Les Levy in 11th at 20:30. 2 behind Sean. James Barron 12th at 20:29. One behind Les. Chris Brian Baker in 13th at 20:27. He is 2 behind James. Joshua Westendorf at 14th at 20:23. 4 behind Chris. And only tie in the top 16. Donald Stewart, Bubba Winningham at 20:20. Also 3 behind Westendorf. So, points still definitely close. Only 30 points separates really, from 1st to 16th. So, definitely anything can happen. For sure.
Yeah, that's close.
Yeah, definitely so. So, Stephen, wow. But yeah, it was a long day yesterday. A lot longer than what we anticipated, for sure. But we'll talk about that here in a minute, probably a little bit after the race begins. But let's just say when we got up there, things did not work out the way planned for the hosts. So we're a little bit behind. But anyway, getting down here, getting closer to qualifying here. We also see that old Candyman didn't make it out here as well. So Daniel Holloway looks like going to be racing it up with the guys here tonight. But we're going to step aside, though, real quick. Play our national anthem here tonight, and then we're going to jump into qualifying here, folks. Talladega HRR 200 here tonight. Hang tight. We'll be right back.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous cannons lay streaming, and the rockets reckless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that Star Spangled Banner yet wave for the land under the free, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say does that Star Spangled Banner yet wave for the land under the free, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, qualifying underway. Several drivers fixing to actually start their lap. Chris Brian Baker, Sean Stevens just started theirs. There goes Del Rapp, David O. Got a black flag already. Wow, David. Starting off strong here, buddy.
That's what he gets for picking on me earlier in Discord.
Oh, man. Yep. David O, got to be careful coming off pit road. All right, did a little bit better that time. All right, Rick Sanchez, Del Rapp, David Palmer, of course, Bryden Baker. We got Mike Allen. I don't recognize the name, Steven. Steven, do you recognize the name here, Mike Allen? Because I sure don't. Bubba Winningham. There's old Candyman right here. Daniel Holloway. Everybody knows Daniel. Or at least they should. If you don't, but you might learn something. Rick Sanchez, Paul Servant. Time's rolling in. Chris Bryden-Baker at the moment in the top spot. Sean Stevens there in second. And it looks like Anthony English going into third. Rick Sanchez back into fourth here. David Palmer just going into 10th. Les Levy crossing the stripe, 54.025. Whoa, gave him a 2-3. So that's going to put him in P2. David O, Joshua Westendorf 54074. Looks like that's going to put him in 6th. Waiting on some more drivers. Paul Servant going into 4th. Mike Allen is also out here. Daniel Holloway, Dana Osborne, our points leader, going into the chase. And of course, Dana is still our points leader coming into tonight. Only by 5, though. Still really close. Got that points lead going into the chase for being the regular season champion. He got a 25-point lead over everybody else, but, you know, all it takes is one race. Looks like Nick Wing is out here, too, trying to wing it. Bub, you there?
Yep.
Oh, okay. If you was talking, I didn't hear you.
No, I wasn't talking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know who that is, that Mike Allen in here.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
59,423 for Nick Wing. That's going to be not his... That was his out lap, my bad. So he is actually on his lap. He should have. He's got about 20 seconds. Right now, Chris Breidenbaker in the top spot here. I don't know if Nick Wing's going to have enough time here. I don't think it's going to give it to him.
Nope.
Nope. Chris
That's
Breidenbaker going to get the pole out here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get him up here real quick. Chris, buddy, grabbing the pole out here tonight. Good starting spot. I know you got some work cut out for you. It can be done. And I know it can be done because it's very, very close indeed. But, you know, we got a pretty stacked field out here tonight. 29 drivers, buddy. How you feeling? How nervous are you? What do you got to do, man? Awesome job.
Well, I'm definitely feeling confident after that pole. So I'm hoping it carries on throughout the night and I get a good finish.
Yeah, you know, looking at it back here, it looked like there was only from, let's see here, the top 16, only 30 points separates, you know, everybody from 1st to 16th. So, coming into tonight, you were back here in 13th. So, you know, not saying it can't be done, but, you know, I know you got some work cut out, and I think in one race, buddy, I think it can be doing it, but, you know, got to get it done tonight because, you know, 8 drivers going to be eliminated. So, you know, got a good start, you know, up front here. Looks like Les Levy to your outside, Sean to the, you know, back behind you. I'm rooting for you. Let's see what you can do, Chris. I mean, got the pole.
Well, I thank you very much, and hopefully I don't repeat last week where I wrecked on the last lap.
Yeah, we don't repeat that. All right, Chris.
Hey, thank you for everything that you do for us.
I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, man. Well, get down there and get ready, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we'll get him back down there. It looks like he's got some teammates or some people he's working with, so... All right, well, let's go ahead and grid them up. It looks like Chris Breidenbaker here, grabbing the pole. Awesome job, Chris, on pole. Starting things off strong. Let's leave it to his outside in the 62. 27 of Sean Stevens in 3rd. The 85 of Adam Kilday 4th. The 46 of David Owen 5th. The 3 of Paul Servant in 6th. The 44 of Anthony English in 7th. The 021 of Daniel Holloway in 8th. 69 of Dusty Burkhart 9th, and the 92 of Joshua Westendorf in 10th. The 8 of Dana Osborne starting in 11th. The 5 of Shall Not Be Named, Rick Sanchez in 12th. 343 of Russ Hancock 13th. The 99 of Alex Giffen 14th. 17 of Jimmy Reynolds in 15th. The 6 of Bubba Winningham in 16th. The 29 of Mike Allen in 17th. The 13 of Andy Bergante starting 18th. 41 of David Palmer starting 19th. And the 53 of Dave Hahn in 20th. 52 of Del Rapp, 21st. The 4 of Rick Seabrand's, 22nd. The 21 of Nick Queen, 23rd. The 95 of James Merritt, 24th. The 1 of Jerry Bergeron, 25th. The 04 of Mark Mann, 26th. The 11, Jason Kinzer, 27th. 48 of Andrew Schroeder, 28th. And the 84 of Lynn McNeese. Going to round out our 29 truck field here tonight. Dead last, riding shotgun. Probably not a bad start. Let everybody kind of clear themselves out.
Yep. Everybody gritted.
Everybody gritted. So we didn't have anybody starting from the pits tonight. Wow.
But hopefully everybody turns off their fast repair when they enter pit road.
Yeah, especially under green flag pit stops.
Yep.
Well, they get 2. So if
Right.
they burn 1 up by mistake, it's not at a whole loss, I guess. But, you know, then you've only got 1 backup car. So, yeah, you definitely need to turn it off for sure.
All right, here we go.
All right, Moose Pie out there. Here we go. Pace of car is down to the safety of pit road. Got to go on green at all times and into that start zone. For the first time here tonight, boogity, 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 folks. Here we go. We are racing at Talladega for the top 16 finale here tonight. Orange Man out there rooting on Daniel Holloway. I think I've seen Orange Man up at the top here. Looks like we've also got Moose Pie out there. Sports a crazy boy out there. Y'all know who that is. I believe that is Holloway. I think. Could be wrong. Wait, no. 81? No, I don't think that's Holloway. Anyway, here we go. First lap, down. This time by, a little bit of wiggling there by the 3 and the 62.
Got 3 wide already.
I ain't worried about 3 wide. Not the trucks. Now, if we were in the 87s, I would probably be a little bit more concerned. In the trucks, not really too worried about. Mark Mann at the tail end now, kind of fell back. Lynn McNeese making his way up to 26. Long way to go, though. So, Stephen Lane said he's got his fruit cup. Whoa! Wow, somebody on the 77. Chris Breidenbaker not only fell back, but also got pushed down and was able to get back up onto the track safely. And Chris not able to leave the first lap or the second lap here. Now on the 3rd lap, looking at the 8. Oh, wow, Dana Osborne shooting to the outside. He is bringing the AWR machine. Is that behind Dana Osborne here? Well, I see Schroeder is also up there. Oh, that is the 1 of Jerry. Up top here. And as well as Schroeder, Andrew. Also seeing some more drivers back here push that 3 wide, 343 and the 17 also on the outside. That is Russ Hancock and Jimmy Reynolds. I know y'all was discussing about 21 and 021. They were discussing.
Yep. Somebody thought they saw 2 21s, I think.
Nick Wing is the 21. And Daniel Holloway is the 0. So, not technically 221s, but technically 221s. One's got, Daniel's got the 0 in front of his, so that's how you can tell them apart. And I think that's why they did that. I don't think Holloway usually runs the 2021, if my memory serves me correct. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I don't know what he runs.
anyway,
It's been a while since.
yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Daniel, and it looks like the 99 of Alex Giffen. Looks like the 99 of Alex Giffen is going to lead that lap. Now Les Levy is going to take back over on point in the middle here. It's just the beds. And Shall Not rolling up on the bottom here. Number 5 of Rick Sanchez. And old Rick lead this lap here. And old Velvet's out there probably telling me to shut up. At some point, and I believe Rick got it.
I think he did too.
He did. He got the lap. They're doing a little bit of trading paints back here as well. All right. 3 wide, about 6 rows deep back here. Wow, Eric, you had to go there, didn't you? Well, yeah. Watching the 6 on the outside, Bubba Winningham and the SpaceX machine. And he is not going to be able to lead the lap, but man, that was close.
I think Alex got that one. Uh-oh, we're going to have a wreck.
Here we go. We are wrecking. Several drivers going to get involved in this as well. Let's check out what happened here. Oh, it looks like something happened to Schroeder here. Was that a bad bump on Schroeder? Let's see.
Schroeder involved
here.
again?
Yeah. It's just because he's in a Jets truck.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, looks like he was coming up on Andy Brigante. No, Jerry here. And it looks like there might have been either some checking up going on here too, but he plowed right into the back of the one of Jerry, and then Jimmy had nowhere to go. Jimmy went right into the back of Andrew, and that is what sent Andrew right down into Westendorf. Looks like Les is going to get a piece of it as well. I think Les got the worst end of it. He goes up into the outside wall. 343 is going to get a piece of it. And if I'm Rick Seabrands, man, I'm changing my drawers. I'm coming down pit road and getting a new set of drawers because boy Schroeder come right in front of him. And, that was scary. Looks like that's who all got caught up in that. It's like James Mayer was able to lock it down. Everybody else managed to get through that, but man. All right, well, first yeller of the evening. I'm about lap number 7 here, lap number 8. Orange. Not going to repeat what you said, but okay. I give old Schroeder a hard time about it. Oh, no. Nick Wing, Dave Hunt, Black Flags,
yep.
Down pit road here.
I think Dave got his cleared. Yep.
Yeah, I think.
And Nick did too.
Nick did,
well,
yeah.
Yeah, they both got cleared.
Yeah, I think there's some hiccups going on down there or something.
Andrew Schroeder used a fast repair.
I would imagine Andrew would. I think he was the only one that did at the moment. From what I'm seeing, anyway. Yep. Looks like we've got several other drivers still on pit road here, getting the damage looked at. Lights are still on the pace car. Don't you start that yawning.
I ain't yawning.
Oh. I thought you was.
Not yet.
I am.
Yeah, you are. There you go.
Oh, man. Yes, I know yawns are contagious. It looks like Nick Wing, Paul Servant, Daniel Holloway, Dana Osborne, Alex Giffen, Chris Bryden-Baker, Rick Sanchez, Bubba Winningham, Adam Kilday, Rick Seabrand. That's the top 10 off of pit road here. And I think Nick Wing is probably going to have to come back down, as well as Jerry. But Jerry is on the apron here, so it's showing that they did not stop in their box, and Nick Wing is coming back down. I'm sure we'll have a handful of drivers that do so. Yep, here comes Seabrands, here comes David O, coming down back down pit road. Andy Brigante. Looks like Sean Stevens, Jerry's coming back down. So got several drivers that's going to go ahead and just calm down back down pit road. No harm, no foul. Well, I don't think he was yawning, but if he was, it got me to yawning. And I know I definitely yawned.
That was you. That wasn't me.
And now I'm yawning again because y'all putting yawning emojis in chat. So yeah.
I shouldn't be yawning. So I slept till after 1 o'clock.
Yeah. All right, so like I said, tonight, last round of the top 16, 8 drivers eliminated from the chase. Now, they're not eliminated from racing. They can still race. Well, that would be a sad thing, being eliminated from racing itself. But no, eliminated from the chase after tonight, and then the top 8 will battle it out in 2 races starting next week at Daytona, new Daytona, not the old one.
And not the road course.
And not the road course, David O. And then Talladega. So we're going to be Daytona and Talladega for these 2. And then when we get into the top 4 after the round of 8, then it'll be Atlanta, the new Daytona, and Talladega. So it looks like they're not running. They don't run IRSS in CFM, so all right, so Paul Servant, Daniel Holloway, Dana Osborne, Alex Giffen, Brian Baker, Sanchez, Winningham, Kilday, Westendorf, Mike Allen. Top 10 and coming to the restart here, lap number 11. Of course, tomorrow night, MaxspeedTV, the OP Premier Series. Should have a broadcast tomorrow. Don't have anything going on that I know of, so should be right here, same time, folks. So, and here we go, back underway here tonight at Talladega, lap number 11. Alrighty, Moose, get some sleep. Go to bed too early. The jumpy trucks. Stadium trucks, where they do the jumps and stuff. Not the monster trucks, but
right.
Daniel Holloway taking over point here. And he is going to lead this lap with Alex Giffen, Rick Sanchez, Adam Kilday, Mike Allendale, Rapp, Paul Servant. Single file up front here, but you got the side-by-side racing going on back here. You got David O back here. David O was picking on us. He was saying something about the Daytona road course next week. I thought he'd have to broadcast it. I ain't broadcasting it. I don't like road courses. So, and then my brother was saying something about Watkins Glen every week. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be doing it. Then something about 750 laps around Bristol. No.
That was my idea.
Nobody would survive. I've done a 500 lap race at Bristol before. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, you think Martinsville's bad? Ugh.
How long did that take you? About 3 hours?
Bristol? No, Bristol's only a half-mile track, but it's,
I know.
It's a fast half-mile track, so. The OP miniseries, I remember it, but I was so drugged up then, Steven. Not like what you are now, maybe worse. I probably didn't even pay much attention to it, man. I was so out of it. Watching the 46 back here as well. He's right behind I can't even talk. Right behind Bubba Winningham. Looks like Paul Servant gonna lead another lap here. Daniel Holloway has led 3. So right now it's Paul and Daniel kind of taking control of the field here up front. Watch that outside line though. Starting to get some more 3 wide back here. That is Andy Bergante. He's bringing Sean Stevens and Dusty Burkhart right along with him, and I do believe 17, yep, 17 of Jimmy Reynolds is now up here. Dave Hunt in the hunt is up here as well.
Getting a little tight.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little racy up here, but you know they're giving each other some room. So all it takes is one bad bump, though. You've seen how quick that can kind of go south pretty quickly. Keep an eye on things though out here on the track as best we can. About those at the tail end of the field here either. David, Les, Mark, Seabrands, you know, they're just kind of buying their time. Of course, all it's going to take, though, is one green flag pit stop. We'll get some separation.
Down that back stretch now.
Yeah, whoa!
Oh, that was close.
Yeah. Yeah, Paul dropping it right in front of Daniel. Daniel Holloway could have took that back end out pretty quickly from Paul, but it's a good thing about knowing where the back end of your truck is compared to the front end of the truck you're trying to get in front of, because that could have gone south pretty quickly. And Dana Osborne is going to lead that lap. Looks like that's going to be 2 now for Dana. Of course, leading a lap. Leading a lap, you get bonus point. Getting pole, you get a bonus point, and then it looks like finishing not sure how that works out, but looks like finishing the race, you get a point as well. You also get 5 bonus points, 5 points for winning the race. So definitely can pick up a lot of points in one race. We still have 3 wide, and wow!
Somebody's blinking in and out.
Yep, somebody's blinking in and out, and Holloway went all the way down to the bottom. And I don't know.
I don't know either. I didn't catch that.
Nick Wing is at the tail end of the field, all back by here by alone. Was it Wing that might have been blinking?
Somebody up front, but might not have been.
Oh, okay. Oh, got the 99 of Alex Giffen down on the apron here.
Yeah, he's having trouble getting back up there.
Yeah. It's tough getting back up onto the track for sure, especially into the corners. And there he goes. He's able to, he's going to lose a ton of spots, but, you know, still a long way to go. So, you know, been out here now at about 11, 12 laps, getting into that green flag pit stop run here, folks. Remember, 13 to 18 laps. They're starting to get single file. Still have some drivers, though, that are, you know, on that middle and far outside line. We're going to have to find a way to the bottom here. Oklahoma team made it to the Southwest Region Championship game. World Series.
Nobody coming down this time around.
No. Not this time around. Looks like Paul Servant going to lead another lap. They go door to door up here. Adam Kilday, David O, and the 77 of Chris Breitenbaker. That's 3 drivers that I see on the outside. Got some more back there too that's on the outside here. Reynolds. Looks like Jerry, Dave. Looks like Dave's starting to drop back here. Probably trying to figure out a way to get down toward the bottom. Door to door out of 4. Doesn't look like anybody's coming down once again. Everybody's staying out. This will be about lap number 14 for some. 13 for others. So definitely in the window. Man, what a power move there by Adam and David. They kind of left Breitenbaker out there all alone. Didn't even help him to get back up toward the front. Now he's going to have some help here, looks like. Jimmy Reynolds. Jimmy, Jerry, Russ. On the outside here, trying to get that 77 back up toward the front. And a whole lot of movement going on here. They're going to have to be careful. Steven, birds are on the beds here, ain't what? Sounds about right.
I want whatever Steven's on.
Looks like Jerry made it to the bottom here.
Yeah, they're getting ready to pit sometime.
time or next time, one of the two.
Yeah,
Yep,
here comes some.
Yep, here we go. Drivers coming down pit road here.
Gotta be careful.
Looks like Sanchez, Breidenbaker, Kenzer, McNeese, English Hunt, Mayer, Schroeder, Levy, Mann, Sebrands, and Palmer all made it down pit road safely. No black flags coming down pit road. Hopefully they can make it back out onto the track safely. No black flags. Like everybody is going to be rolling back out here, so I would expect we're going to have another good sizable group coming down. And yep, here we go.
Here come the rest. Yep, well, not all of them.
No, not all of them. Looks like Adams coming down.
Oh, somebody had problems. The black truck. I don't know who that was.
Well, I don't have a black truck.
I do somewhere. I just don't.
Dana Osborne.
Dana got the black flag.
Dana's got a black flag. Yep. Adam Kilday, Paul Servant, Daniel. Dana has a black flag. Russ Hancock, Giffen, Jimmy. Several more. Giffen, Bubba all come down pit road. Nick Ween coming down now. And that's going to hurt with that black flag. Now, it's still early. And you've got David O, Andy Bergante, and Joshua, as well as Sean Stevens and Dusty Burkhart that's got to come down. So, you know, I say Dana's hurting right now, but there are more drivers that's got to come down. So all Dana really has to do is just come out with these guys. But he's going to go ahead and roll out here. That definitely could help him out for sure. Everybody else, though, getting up to speed.
It separated them a little bit.
A little bit.
So.
A little bit. Not too much, but a little bit.
There's still a couple of groups.
One surgery is enough for me, Stephen. I've had my fair share of surgeries after one, so.
Oh yeah, that was your first one.
That was my first and hopefully my only one.
Yeah, really.
Yep, I never had any surgeries, nothing until that one. Until the heart surgery, of course. I know, you and Dad, Mom, y'all have had, y'all's, gallbladders taken out, and, everything, and Dad's had back surgeries and all, and I decided, you know what, gallbladder, back surgery, no, that's not enough for me. Let's just go ahead and have open heart.
Yeah, really.
I look back at it, and, the way it happened is the way it happened. Off and everything. So, but yeah, first one. Hopefully my only one. I really don't want another one.
I've had 5 or 6. I can't count.
All right, lap 27. Everybody has pitted. Dana, unfortunately, kind of stuck by himself, as well as Nick Wing, Dusty Burkhart, David Palmer. These guys don't really have any type of help here. Adam Kilday, though, is coming up on Dana Osborne here pretty quickly. Dana does not have to let him by. Dana can make him come around him. But I know Dana doesn't race like that, so if he sees the leaders come flying up on him, Dana will probably get out of the way. But as of now, Dana is still on the lead lap, so if you're already 1 lap down, then yeah, I can foresee getting out of the way. But if you're not already a lap down, you don't have to let them around. is the leader's job to get around you safely. That's, you know, that's just the way it goes. But I know these guys very well. They give a lot of respect to one another 90% of the time. And then there's that other 10%. It's like, you know what? I don't care. You know? Oh. Hey. Ow. Lap number 30 here at the line. Adam Kilday, Jimmy Reynolds, Rick Sanchez, Anthony English, James Bear, Jason Kinzer, Paul Servan, Daniel Holloway, Jerry Bergeron, Chris Breidenbaker leading the second group. That's the top 10. We still have a handful of drivers, though. Kind of sandwiched back here. We've got Sean Stevens, Joshua Westendorf, Russ Hancock, Bubba Winningham, Alex Giffen, all hanging out right here together as well. It's like Nick Wing by himself. Dana Osborne is actually up here with the 3 of Paul Servan. Looks like Paul is going to try and help Dana either, you know, kind of stay on the lead lap here, and it's actually going to help out Dana a little bit as Dana starts to drop it down, and Dana is going to be able to get back on the lead lap the old-fashioned way with Paul Servan now leading the way. I do believe these two might be teammates or drivers that work together. I don't know. I don't think they're doing team points. If they're doing team points, well, I haven't been shown it. I don't have it, so, but I don't think they are. Watching Daniel Holloway on the outside. That is Jerry right behind him. These guys are on the lead lap. They are trying to run down Dana, Paul, of course. Dana trying to stay on the lead lap here.
But
I didn't even know you left.
well, gee, thanks.
I didn't.
Yeah, I had neighbors were having problems with their car door, and I tried to go out there and help, but their latch broke.
That's not good.
Nope. That's still it's single file again.
Well,
For the most part, anyway.
ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watching Dana up here, you know, he would be the only driver a lap down, but he's trying to stay on the lead lap. He's having a little bit of a time here. He's right up ahead of Daniel Holloway now. Jerry's right behind him. Paul Servan leading the way here on the bottom. Battling, of course, Daniel Holloway for the lead.
I don't know why, but I want to call him Paul Servant.
Paul Servant.
Paul Servant. Yeah.
Paul Servant. I've always called him Servant. Paul Servant. I think that's the way. That's the way it's pronounced.
I think it is.
Yeah. Or just Paul for short. A lot of people just call him Paul. Or hey, you over there in the number 3. Whoa!
Whoa, that was.
Well, that left Jerry out there by himself now.
he can't get down either.
No, but they're nowhere near ready to pit yet. You know, they've only been out here now, well, coming up on 11, 12 laps, depending on, you know, how long they've been out here. There's only a lap difference between most of the drivers. So they are getting close, but nowhere near. Daniel Holloway, these guys just trying to save a little bit of fuel behind the 8 of Dana Osborne. Dana's going to burn up more fuel than everybody else, but Dana also trying to stay on the lead lap too. So, you know, if the yellow comes out, he doesn't have to worry about getting the wave around. He would be already on the lead lap. So, Les Levy at the tail end of this front pack here, and everybody has caught him. Russ Hancock leading the second group back here with Westendorf, Bubba Winningham, Alex Giffen, Sean Stevens, David
Looks like
Palmer.
they're coming up on. Oh, sorry, bud.
David Palmer and Dusty Burkhart working together. Nick Wing still by himself. He's got
they're
the
coming
leaders.
up on him too.
Yep. Got the leaders coming up on him.
Yeah, that black flag hurt him.
Yeah. The black flag was with Dana.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad.
Nick Queen was
They're coming up on him
only on
quick.
pit road for about 8.3 seconds, so he didn't get one. I think he was possibly looking at some damage, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, they're right up on him, and they're just going to go to the outside of him. Yep. That is going to put Nick Wing a lap down here.
They caught him pretty quick too.
Well, yeah, you got one truck with a whole handful of other trucks against, 10, 12 trucks. Yeah, the odds are not in your favor. Well, it looks like Sanchez, though, is going to go ahead and let him in. He's still going to be a lap down, but went ahead and let him in. Oh, Sean Stevens, Westendorf, Russ Hancock, Bubba Winningham. These guys snuck down pit road. Yeah, we are in that window for pit stops here. Looks like we've got more coming down now. Lynn McNeese, Chris Breidenbaker, Andrew Schroeder all coming down pit road. So 3 more. All right. On the back
on the halfway
stretch.
point.
Yep. Getting there. Still got about another 36 minutes or so left, roughly. When you go green flag racing, buddy, it don't take long. It does not take. Oh, we're gonna have
here comes a big bunch.
group, yeah. Lead pack coming down. Oh, we're gonna.
Oh, they're gonna bump. Yep.
Road.
Somebody got turned around.
That was the 3 of Paul Servant that got turned. A little bit of a rewind here. He was coming down, and looks like there was some bumping and banging going on with the 5, and I don't know who else that was. The 021. of Holloway. And that is actually what happened. And so, yeah. Yep, hiccups on pit road. Looks like everybody was able to make it back out onto the track. However, Dana is still going to be on the cusp of going a lap down here. He is right up ahead of Adam Kilday, who is leading. Rick Sanchez, Jimmy Reynolds, Anthony English, James Mayer now rounding out the top 5. Daniel Holloway, Dave Hunt, Mark Mann, Rick Seabrands, Andrew Schroeder coming up on him with Jerry, Lynn McNeese, Eddie Bergante, Del Rapp, Jason Kinzer, Les Levy, David O, Chris Breidenbaker by himself doesn't have any help at the moment. Mike Allen, Alex Giffen leading this group back here with Russ Hancock, Joshua Westendorf, Bubba Winningham, Sean Stevens, Paul Servant now kind of mired by himself, Dusty Burkhart, David Palmer, probably going to end up getting to working together here. Of course, Dana Osborne, already mentioned him. He is up here with the leaders. And Dick Wing is the only driver a lap down. He is back here with, looks like, Daniel Holloway and company. So, well, over the halfway mark here tonight. Thank you everybody for tuning in here tonight on MaxspeedTV. Looks like we've got about 18 tuning in right now. And a handful of likes, about 5 likes out there. If you haven't already, hit that like button, the subscribe button, that bell to turn on notifications to let you all know when we go live here on MaxspeedTV. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We do appreciate all the support all across the board from OP to CFM. Still got, still just under halfway here tonight. Looking at, right now, one caution for one lap. 38 laps to go and 18 lead changes here tonight. Still have some rounds left to go, though. The top 8 and the top 4. We will find out who the top 8 are. I don't know if we'll find that out tonight, but we'll definitely know by race. We'll know tomorrow, but we'll definitely know before next Sunday.
So you got 3 groups of drivers.
Yeah, 3 groups, separated them out a little bit for sure. Definitely separated everybody out. Gilday, Sanchez, Reynolds, English, Mayer is the top 5. That is who we are currently on. Everybody kind of spread out, though. And not really a whole lot going on per se. It does look like Nick Wing, though, did drop it back behind this second group here. Being led by Daniel Holloway, Dave Hunt, Mark Mann, Rick Seabrands, Andrew Schroeder, Jerry, and That's it. And Dick Wing at the tail end, and Andy Brigante leading this third group. Del Rapp, Jason Kinzer, Les Levy, and David O. Lynn McNeese trying to get up to him here. Alex Giffen leading this fourth group. Russ Hancock, Weston Dorff, Bubba Winningham, Sean Stevens, Mike Allen, and Chris Breidenbaker. So yeah, I definitely separated everybody out. Everybody gets separated. I think that's the really the big nerve-wracking part because you know you don't have everybody together, which is a good thing, but you got everybody separated, which is a good and bad thing as well, because we can't get everybody on the screen at one time.
Yeah, that's the problem I'm having too.
But, you know, that's what they do. They go green flag racing, or they try to anyway. I know Stevens, you know, he's broadcasted these guys, and he knows how they race. And I know they do a lot of green flag runs. And, you know, like every league, you know, they make mistakes. They're not perfect. There are races that, you know, don't go their way. And, you know, that happens all across the board. So, happens with any sport you play. You have your good days and your bad days. So, but, you know, they try to definitely go green flag. You know, they know people has to work, and they don't want to spend till midnight pacing around the track. So, this lap is gonna bring us to our 11 lap run, so, and 12 for some. So they're gonna be getting into another round of pit stops, but here's the thing, the closer and closer we get to the end of the race, Bub, there's going to be more and more drivers come down. So, you know, if you have the lead pack coming down, you may see some drivers from the second, third, fourth pack come down with the lead group.
It's gonna get interesting for sure.
Yeah, oh, definitely so. And I hate bringing it up, but I'm going to have to with coming to 50 to go here. 50 to go. Coming to lap number 50. Wow. That'll be 30 to go. About 31 to go here. You can't rule out another yellow or two. You know,
no,
you can't rule that out until after the white flag. So, definitely we could have another yellow or two. We do, and Nick Wing is not involved in it. Of course, Nick will be put back on the lead lap. Of course, if we have any more other drivers go a lap down, then, you know, it's going to really put a damper on Nick. I know Nick is probably hoping, hey, I need a caution here, guys. You know, he just does not want to be put in the middle of it. Because in order for him to get his lap back, he would have to stay out, and you really don't want to put yourself in you know, in any more of a predicament than what you are already in. So, Dana still, you know, right up ahead of Adam Kilday here, who Adam is our leader. Now they are coming up on a couple of drivers here, though. Dusty Burkhart and David Palmer. So definitely got to keep an eye on these guys. Man, they're flying around here. Yeah, 50 to go. Wow. Boy, I'm going backwards.
Well, we had 50 to go, 30 laps to go, or 30 laps to go.
30 laps to go?
Yeah, here I go. I ain't broadcasting to you no more. You confuse me.
Oh, look at that. Oh, we got pit stops.
Yeah.
Hancock, Geffen, Westendorf, Stevens, McNeese, Winningham, Brighton-Baker. Having a bit of a problem here. Looks like it was coming down. And it looks like, he might have got into the back of the 6 a little bit. And that shot Brighton-Baker up to the track. But no yellow. Oh, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, I think I saw some car parts flying off one of those trucks.
Yeah, looks
coming
like
down
we're
pit
going to...
road.
Oh, Lynn McNeese, black flag off of pit road.
That's going to hurt.
Yep, he's going to have to come back down here. Oh. Lynn just cannot catch a break when it comes to speeding penalty, whether it's coming down pit road or coming off of pit road. It seems like Lynn, y'all had him matching up, mathing up. No, I can't even read. I said matching, not mathing. So, yeah, I can't math and I can't read. So.
You weren't mathing last night either at cornhole.
No, I definitely was not mathing last night either. Man, boy, it was bad. Looks like Dan Osborne having to come down too. He ended up burning off a lot of fuel leading. Looks like Schroeder having a bit of a problem down pit road. Did he have to back up? Oh, yeah, he did. He slid through his box and had to back up. So, ooh, that's going to hurt a little bit. Still have a handful of drivers all the way down to the top 19. Still has to come down pit road. Lynn McNeese is going to have to come back down pit road. And it looks like here comes the rest of them. Well, this front group anyway. And looks like that back group coming down now. 4 wide down pit road. Good Lord Almighty. Anthony English, Adam Kilday, Rick Sanchez, and Jimmy Reynolds deciding to go 4 wide down pit road.
Steven said apparently you can't English either.
I definitely can't English. Definitely can't English. Need to go back to mathing school, and I need to go back to English school.
Here I go.
Oh, here
My
you
turn.
go again. Oh, my gosh.
Yep. My turn to yawn.
Oh, golly, stop that. Now, Lynn still has 9 come down. Here it comes. A lot of your drivers will run their 3 laps before they get DQ'd and come down on the 3rd lap. But Lynn is coming down now, so he will serve his penalty here. And probably going to get held here, unfortunately. It's going to be a hold. So off of pit road, once things cycle through here, we're going to give it just until they cross the line, and then we're going to go through our field here. So lap number 56 after another round of pit stops. Rick Sanchez, Jimmy Reynolds, Adam Kilday, Anthony English, James Mayer, Mark Mann, Rick Seabrands, Daniel Holloway, Jerry Bergeron, Dave Hunt. That's our top 10 off of pit road. Les Levy, Andy Brigante, David Overstreet, Del Rapp, Jason Kinzer, Andrew Schroeder, Russ Hancock, Alex Giffen, Mike Allen, and Sean Stevens will be our top 20. Joshua Westendorf, Bubba Winningham, Chris Breitenbaker, Paul Servant. That is our top 24 on the lead lap. Now, Dusty Burkhart is a lap down. Dana Osborne is a lap down there, 25th, 26th. Nick Wing a lap down in 27th. David Palmer a lap down 28th. And Lynn McNeese, who is coming off of pit road now after serving his black flag penalty for speeding off of pit road, is going to be a lap down back in 29th. And he's on the verge of going another lap down here as our leaders are coming up on. Looks like that is the 3 of Paul Servant here, who is on the verge of going a lap down, as well as Chris Breidenbaker. Now, looking at it here, they cannot make it to the end. So even at 15 lap run,
Put them at 72.
Yeah, so, you know, they're going to have to come down.
One more time at least.
Once, yeah. We're going to be hitting that number 60 here in just a couple of laps, which, you know, would put us at 20 to go at the completion of lap number 60 to 61. Then the bigger question will remain, when do they come down pit road? I think, honestly, you've got to, you know, go as far as you can, but we are going to probably see drivers that are going to short pit. They're going to come down just to make sure they have enough to make it to the end of the race. And, you know, it could be a good thing. You know, we've been green flag for a long time. So it could definitely be a good thing. Short pitchers come down, hit the fuel, and go. But you don't want to come down by yourself. You want to come down, you know, with 3 or 4 other drivers. Definitely.
I think we had a caution on lap 7 or 8.
I think it was on 7 or 8. Yeah. I was the only one we had. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, Lynn McNeese just went another lap down. Looks like Anthony let him down. Now he's trying to push him out of the way. Nah, looks like he let him down, and I think they were just trying to get a good spot here. So now Lynn is mired in between the 85 of Adam and the 44 of Anthony. So mired in between 3rd and 4th, but leading the way is the 5 of Rick Sanchez. Now the 3 of Paul Servant and the 77 of Chris Breitenbaker. They have not went a lap down. They are right up ahead of the leaders here. We've seen this already tonight. We see it with the 8 of Dana Osborne here, just hanging out at just ahead of the leaders. Rick Sanchez not really pressing the issue here, but they are going to take this time by. It will be 20 laps to go here at the stripe. So 20 laps remain. Checkered Flag Motorsports Speedway Monkeys season number 5, round number 2 of 2 of the top 16 chase here at Talladega. The HHR, or is it the HHR or the HRR? I think I've got HHR 200 here. Sponsored by Jimmy Reynolds and, of course, presented by MaxspeedTV. I want to make sure I put the right name in this. It's actually supposed to be the HRR. I don't know what I was thinking. Wow.
Your abbreviations ain't abbreviating either.
No, abbreviations ain't abbreviating either. Nope. I don't know what I was thinking. It's supposed to be the HRR 200. Hunter Reynolds Racing is what it's supposed to be. Yeah. Boy, spelling all over the place here tonight, folks. Boy, I can't talk, can't math, can't spell. Obviously, I can't abbreviate either. Ron Dale out there. Hey, buddy. Well, to make a long story short, we went to Northwest Arkansas to play in a cornhole tournament. And I had told Anthony this, months ago. We thought we was going to be back in time. We get up there, and everything is just a big cluster. You can, use your imagination on what comes after that. So they got ahead, and then they got behind again, and then they got ahead, and then they got behind again, and then everything just kind of fell apart. We got through it, but they got a really late start on the doubles and the singles tournament, and so we did not get done until really late. And so I did not get back here until about, I think it was about 8:45-ish. Yeah. Now, I did try to get into the lobby to at least call some of the action. Don't get me wrong, if I'm going to try to do it, I will. And I could not get in. Yeah, I tried to go under Anthony's name to watch it, just so I could get in, and the lobby was already locked, so it would not let me in to finish broadcasting that race. And I do apologize to everybody that was waiting patiently for that, but it did not happen. So, I do feel bad. I did try, like I said, but it didn't work out. So, that's kind of what happened.
It was a long day, guys.
yeah, we were up there for about
8 hours.
Yeah.
8 hours, yeah.
So
it was fun, but it was tiresome.
Yeah, it was a long day. It was a long day. And they bugged me to play in the singles tournament, and I didn't want to. I'm like, no, I'd get killed. And there was some really good games.
Mm-hmm. We
sat and watched them. So a handful of us from the local area we play at, Fort Smith, a couple of, a handful of players actually went up there and played in it. So, but, I know I could sit and talk about cornhole all night long, but, we got 16 to go out here on the track tonight, so I don't want to take away from what's going on down here. But we're going to have pit stops here coming up pretty quickly. These guys are going to have to be careful coming down whenever they decide to come down, whether it be...
Yeah, this should be interesting.
Well, it looks like Mike Allen, Russ Hancock, Alex Giffen. Now these guys back here, they're coming down now. They have been out here at about 14 laps. So they're going to go ahead and trek down pit road. Probably for the final time. Definitely going to be close. Might have to save a lap, but definitely going to be close on fuel. They're coming down. I don't see anybody else at the moment coming down, but we're going to be coming out of turn number 4 here momentarily. So we're going to see here if we're going to see anybody come down. Yep, here we go. Well, we got one. One driver down pit road. That was Chris. Chris was not on the lead lap. However, he is still coming down pit road.
Nobody from Group 2.
Nope. Kind of just watching it here. Don't see anybody else. Here comes Mike Allen. Mike's coming down pit road. So I'm going to watch Andrew Schroeder. Joshua Westendorf has been out here. Okay, Joshua is coming down. I'm like, he's going to have to come down. He's been out here 15 laps. Bubba Winningham's coming down. Oh, we got a handful of drivers coming down. Question is, when is Rick Sanchez and company going to come down? They're not coming down. They're going to stay out. They're going to go as far as they can. No surprise. another driver trucking down pit road here. That is Dusty Burkhart coming down pit road. Mike Allen is just now coming back off of pit road. Westendorf and Bubba is going to be rolling out here. Slow it down, Bubba. You don't want to get a black flag. I know you're good about getting them, but tonight you don't want to. Don't want to get that black flag. Yeah, it was a mess. Looks like Schroeder is down pit road here, all by himself, all by his lonesome. Got anybody down pit road with him, but here comes the 3 down pit road, and that is Paul Servine. He's coming down. Schroeder is going to be rolling off here. Here comes, oh, here we go. Now we've got a group. Mark Mann, Rick
Yep, somebody went
Seabrands,
sideways.
Daniel, Jerry, Dave. 4 wide down pit road.
Yep,
You said
they sure was.
somebody went sideways.
Yeah, it was that red truck in the back. I don't know who it was.
Was that Dale Rapp?
Might have been.
Let's see. Yeah, it was Dale.
Yep.
Looks like Dale locked it down here, and Dale went sideways. Yes, he did. Yep, sure was. Didn't get a black flag. He is going to be okay. These guys down and back out here.
Here come the rest.
And it looks like Schroeder has a black
Oh.
flag. Wow. Yep, and here comes the rest of them. English.
One stayed out. One stayed out.
Reynolds. Sanchez, Kilday, English, Reynolds, Mayer. No, everybody's down pit road.
Everybody's down? Okay.
Yeah, except for David Palmer. Yep, Schroeder with a black flag, though. That hurts.
Oh, man.
Oh, that hurts. Yep. He was already back on the track, though, and then it gave him the black flag. So I don't know.
Hey, Bub Belva asked you a question.
I don't know what happened there. All right. Belva!
Eric answered it. So.
The chase driver, that is the drivers in the chase. That is the 16 drivers who made it into the end of the chase. That is the drivers who is fighting for, to make it into the next round. To hope keep that chase traffic. If not, I will take it off because that means they're no longer in the chase. So, after tonight, 8 drivers will be eliminated from that, Belva. So, a lot of, they're trying to stay in it. I think with a pretty good finish, we'll see some drivers, of course, coming into tonight. This was the top 16. Technically, it still is because we're not done. But, Dana leading the way with Rick in second, Paul third, Anthony fourth, Rick Seabrands fifth, Lynn sixth, Nicholas seventh, and Russ in eighth. That would have been your cutoff if, it started, the top 8 started tonight. But since it don't, then, Mark Mann and Sean Stevens rounding out the top 10. Les, James, Chris, Joshua, Donald, and Bubba rounding out the 16 drivers who is in that top 16. So a win doesn't give you the win you're in either. Just because you win it doesn't mean you're in it. You have to get in on points. No, next week will be 8. There'll be 2 races for the round of 8. That starts next week, Eric. So there'll be 2 races in the round of 8, and then 3 races in the top 4. So you're getting a little bit ahead of the schedule here, buddy. Yeah, 2 races for the round of 8, 2 races for the round of 16, and 3 races for the top 4. Yes. Yeah, they do it a little bit different over here at CFM. So it makes it, you know, especially when you get into the final 3 races of the top 4, you know, and I'll have a graphic for the final 4 drivers. It'll probably say where, you know, final 4 or something like that. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but there'll be a graphic for the final 4. That way it'll, you know, kind of put a, you know, a little bit more pressure on them. But that, yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be different. This is actually my first season broadcasting CFM. I know Steven did a season or 2 with them. They also did their mini-series too. He was talking about that in chat. But this is my first season with these guys, but I already know who they are, so it, you know, it was pretty easy for me to say, yeah, I'll do it. So, if it was a new league, I might have had to think on it, but since it was these guys, I told them, yeah, I'll do it, you know. So.
Andrew Schroeder's had enough.
Yeah, he did. He took it behind the wall. He sure did. Yep, man. I'm sure Andrew is not happy. I don't know what happened. I know he, like I said, I know he got the black flag, but then I thought he served it, and then I guess it, whatever it was, it didn't take, or, you know, if it was a stop and hold penalty, of course, if it was a stop and hold, then, you know, this late into the race, it's pretty much set in stone, unfortunately. So, but we got 6 laps to go here tonight. 5 to go here coming up at the stride, and they're going to be able to make it. I know Alex Giffen, Russ Hancock, and Sean Stevens is probably going to be pretty close for them. They've been out here at about 10 laps already, and they're going to put them at about 16 laps. So they would probably have to save a lap, which they probably already have done that. Now they're just trying to make a run here back up toward the front, which definitely, you know, definitely could happen. Yeah, definitely spread out. Where is our pole sitter out here? Oh man, I don't know if we want to talk about him.
Yeah,
Chris Bryant,
he's way down there.
not having a good race. There are a couple of hiccups out here tonight. Sitting back in 26th right now. He's going to need a minor miracle to get back up there for sure. And, you know, being a lap down does not help the situation either. So, coming, this will be a 4 to go here, though. Got Rick Sanchez, Jimmy Reynolds, Anthony English, Adam Kilday. And I'm trying to figure out who that is behind him. That is the 41. That is David Palmer, who is a couple of laps down here. He is up here with this lead group. I almost said 41 was David O, but David O is actually right in the 46 here, sitting currently in 15. Now that you do get a bonus point for leading a lap, so that does help. And Shawnot right now, Rick Sanchez, well, if he stays up front here ahead of the 17 of Jimmy, that'll be 25 laps under his belt, and it looks like it will be with 3 laps to go here, folks. Somebody pulled off onto the apron.
Dana Osborne got a meatball.
Oh no! What happened to Dana? I really can't look at it because we're still green. So
I I think he blew a motor.
Oh, that's a possibility. Definitely a possibility. It's going to be 2 laps to go here. Yellow!
Caution! Caution!
Whoa!
I don't know where it happened. Is it?
Well, it pulled me back to Dana. And yeah, Dana did blow a motor, so it
Okay.
was on Dana. He blew a motor right before pit road here. His engine popped right about there. You see the smoke. Was unable to get it pulled down pit road. I guess he tried to go around and, well, you know, that's what brung out the yellow. He tried to circle all the way around and just was not enough momentum for him to do that. So that is going to bring out the yellow here, and that is not what any of these drivers wanted to see, I'm sure.
I sure didn't expect that now. Man, that's going to tighten things up, as Eric said.
Yeah, and I know Rick Sanchez, Jimmy, Anthony, I know these guys probably didn't want to see it.
We're going to have a GWC, aren't we?
Oh yeah, because it was 2 to go. They were coming to the white flag and they didn't cross it. Yellow come out before they crossed it. So yeah, GWC attempt number 1 of 2 here, and I'm sure Dana right now is probably apologizing and apologizing and apologizing, and you know, if that is the case, which I would assume it is because that's the only thing I've seen.
Yeah, I didn't see anything else either.
Yeah, you know, Dana did what everybody else would do, and I would have done the same thing. You know, I wouldn't have jerked it all the way down pit road. I mean, it happened right at the entrance to pit road. I mean, what else are you gonna do? So I would have done the same thing. I would have tried to coast it all the way around the track, get it down pit road. You know, so you can't blame Dana for trying. You know, it is what it is. But I gotta say, that was some good green flag pit stops. That was a solid run out here tonight.
That was good.
Honestly, I would have even, you know, I wouldn't even consider that a yellow because he was off the racing surface. He was on the apron. He wasn't bothering nobody, you know. So
no, it's not like he recrossed that yellow line either. So he didn't.
Yeah, so, man, oh, man. Well, Dana is on pit road. And I think he went ahead and, yeah, he slowed down so much that he just had to tow it.
Yep.
There wasn't nothing else he could have done. Man.
Wonder if he just stayed behind another truck too long and then didn't get no air in that radiator and blew a motor.
That's exactly what happened. He stayed behind a truck too long and the engine popped. He didn't pull off soon enough to get it cooled down, and by the time he did, it was too late. You know, you only have really a split second. And if you do not get that engine cooled off, it will pop. So, 2 to 3 minutes, yeah, Eric. It's a long tow, yeah. And that pretty much, unfortunately, ended his night, and possibly even a chance for making the top 8. I don't know. We'll see exactly where it all stacks up. I know he had a 5-point lead coming into tonight, so it's gonna be close. So, as he'll finish back in 28th. He can't pick up any more positions, so he'll get 28 points, or 28, whatever 28 gets. So, and if he led a lap, so he'll get the bonus point for leading a lap for sure. And I'm sure he'll get some points here for finishing or completing at least some of the race or most of the race. I mean, he did pretty much complete the whole race, so I'm sure he'll get that. I don't know how all that works, so. Yeah, and that would be neat if that happened. You know, use a fast repair to, you know, clear that tow timer, and then, you know, it's automatic, not have to worry about it. But then, you know, you'd have to, you know, if a fast repair cleared the tow timer, then you would have to use another fast repair to fix the vehicle. So it would take both fast repairs. You couldn't use one fast repair for both. You know, you definitely would have to make it, you know, fair. All right, well, here we go. So GWC attempt number 1. Boy, I did not foresee that one coming.
Did not either, bub. I sure didn't.
So here we go. Rick Sanchez, Jimmy Reynolds, Adam Kilday, Anthony English, James Merritt, Daniel Holloway, Mark Mann, Rick C. Brands, Ada Brigante, Dave Hunt, top 10. Coming to the restart here. They got to go on green, so it's going to be a good start. Here we go. Green is out. Nobody from the front pack came down pit road. Got some drivers toward the back that did, but nobody from this front group come down pit road. Now you got Jimmy Reynolds and Anthony English on the bottom, but you've got Adam Kilday, and we all know Adam. Here on the top side, going to be pushing the daylights out of Rick Sanchez. Yeah, that happened. Now Rick going back up to the front here. We'll see here if that stays that way.
We're going to have another wreck.
27 going sideways. Big wreck behind them. And wow, yep, 27 of Sean Stevens. Oh, they were 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Let me see what happened to Sean here. I know Sean was on the outside of this. It looks like Dave Hunt right there. And woo! Looked like there was some shenanigans going on here.
Yeah, it got pretty tight there.
Yeah. Looks like right there. Oh, that was some neck coating between the 343 and the 27. Now, there was their contact between Westendorf, though, and the 27. Where's their contact with the 27 and the 46? Boy, I know the 27 was all over the tail end of the 46 here.
I don't know if they touched. Those two did.
Yeah, but
barely.
A 92 did not touch the back end. I mean, he did there, but that was, you know, a little bit before everything. And then there was some neck coating here between the 343. Right there is where the 27 goes around the 53, and the 343 might have done a little bit of touching. That's what really got everything going. But that neck code, man, that's what sent the 27 sideways. And looks like Dave Hunt going to get caught even more up in it, right down into the one of Jerry. That shot Jerry up into the wall, the 52 innocent bystander, and then you see more drivers getting caught up in it right up ahead of them. Nick Wing's going to scave through that. Unfortunately for Chris Bridebaker, he did not. Looks like a little bit of shenanigans going after the fact here, and looks like Dale Rapp going to have a blown engine. Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right, well, GWC attempt number 2. This is it. Whatever happens now happens. The next flag will end it. Whether it be a caution, whether it be the white flag and then the checkered, whatever. The next flag will end the race.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, this will be it. Let's go Rick and Rick. He is going for Rick and Rick. Well, we've got one Rick up in the lead and one Rick back in 7th. These drivers right now trying to save some fuel. Man, this is really going to be close on fuel.
Yeah, they've been out. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You can't pit now, though.
No, you've already made your bed. No, you've got to stay out. No, you got to save fuel. Yeah. You've already made the bed now, so you've got to stay out. You got to keep going. Rick Rat, yeah, that's what Sanchez is. Sanchez is Rick Rat. And it looks like Rick Rat is gonna stay out. And you can't pit. I mean, you've got to go, and you just gotta hope for the best, but expect the worst. You know. Well, that's the way I would have spelt it, Eric. Well, with a C, not a K. I know a lot of people spell it with a C, but there are a few that do spell it with a K.
Yep.
Well, the next flag, other than the green flag won't end it. The green flag starts it. Other than the green, the next flag will end it. If the green flag ended the race, then I think we got a problem. I think somebody got their flags mixed up.
Yeah, the flag man drunk.
Yeah, that'd be Eric. That'd be Eric with a K, since he's the Viking. You're no Viking, huh? All right, so... Oh my gosh.
Dad posted that on his Facebook.
All right, pace car will dive off to pit road for the final time. Now, will it come back out? Who knows?
We got a wreck already.
Yeah, there is a wreck or something going on, and the yellow has been extended.
Yep, it has.
Yeah. So...
Well, we were lied to. The next yellow didn't end it. Unless you count that as extension, but I don't know. But
yep.
That was weird.
Yep, the yellow has been extended, so...
Yeah.
Pace car is going to be coming back up here. They had some shenanigans going down there on the track.
Yeah, I don't know what happened down there.
Yeah, I don't know either. Something was going on with a 29 and Mike Allen. So, Jimmy Reynolds took his car behind the wall.
Yeah, he did.
So, pace car will come back out and it'll dive back off. So it lied to me. That was not the last time it went down pit road. So, all right, here we go. So, Rick Sanchez, Adam Kilday, Mark Man, James Mayer, Randy Brigante, Anthony English, Daniel Holloway, Rick C. Brands, Joshua Westendorf, David O, Paul Servon, Alex Giffen, Jason Kinzer, Bubba Winningham, Dave Ahoy, top 15. Everybody getting lined back up here. That one extra lap. It's either going to hurt them or it's going to help them. We're about to find out here, folks. No, it was extended. It was extended before they went green, so therefore it continues with the same yellow than what it did before. So now if they would have went green and then a yellow come out, then that would have been it. So here we go. Pace car down again to the safety of pit road. About to find out what's going to happen here. Who's going to have the fuel? Who is not? GWC attempt 2 of 2 underway here tonight. Outside. Got some drivers pushing on the outside. Ooh, buddy, it's gonna be close. Martin made up the gut. Ooh, into the wall as well, but they're all right. No yellow.
Now we're gonna get one.
Have a yellow here.
This is it.
That's it. Adam Kilday is gonna come away with the win here tonight. Under yellow, big wreck before the start-finish line, before the white flag. Adam Kilday will survive. He will be your winner. Mark Man in second. And if they can make it back around, Rick Sanchez will be in third.
Showing Rick Sanchez in second, but
at
least on my end.
That's what it's showing, but I think
it was the other way
Mark
around.
is in second. Unless it gave it to Rick. No.
There can't be. Of course, ATVO does weird things.
Yeah, ATVO does weird things for sure.
Yeah, I think Mark was second. Eric even said so too.
Well, we're about to find out here. Coming to the line.
Yeah.
I've got Adam, Rick, and Mark, so that's what I've got. Checkered flag in the air. We're about to find out. It's also on the timing, too, where they were at when it was scored. I think Mark Mann might be out of fuel, too. Not sure.
He's been out there 20 laps.
Yeah, if he's not out, he's pretty close. So yeah, it's Adam, Rick, and Mark. That's it. That's the way it's gonna be. Adam.
Wow.
Kilday.
Oh no, it's not. Well, it keeps changing.
Adam, Rick, and Mark. That's what I got. Yep.
It put Mark up there for a second, but yeah.
Adam Kilday, Rick Sanchez, Mark Mann is going to be our top three here. So I'm going to get them up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show, talk about the runs and, you know, just the race. It was overall a very good race out here tonight. So hang tight, folks. We will right, Matt? We're right here on MaxspeedTV here in just a second. Alrighty, folks, we have caught up with the top three here tonight. We're going to go ahead and pull him up here. Batman himself. Well,
Yep.
that was a weird ending.
To say the least, right? It was.
No, yeah, that was a weird ending. Well, I gotta say though, overall, man, it was a great race. We had some green flag pit stops, and then unfortunately, a blown engine kind of threw out that really late green flag out here tonight to kind of set up, everything that happened. But kind of talk about it. Coming into tonight, I know you needed a pretty good finish, and I think I can't say for sure, but I think this might, propel you into the top eight. We'll see what happens, buddy. I know you got to go to bed, so talk about the racing out here tonight, and what do you expect going forward, buddy? Awesome job.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I think I needed a top five, so I'm happy to get podium tonight. I think that propelled me to the round of eight. Yeah, it was a good race. I don't like this truck model that iRacing put out. This draft package. You get out of the draft about a second, and it's toast. And you can have like 5 or 6 cars trying to catch four, and it's nearly impossible. So any sort of hiccup on pit road, which we had a few tonight, kind of separates the field. Almost had it finished though under green, and
Yeah.
unless there was some sort of wreck somewhere, I didn't even see it. But yeah, coming there to the line there at the end, that last green white checkered, I actually didn't have enough fuel to finish, so I would have been, yeah, I would have definitely been sputtering coming out of four. So that getting that getting that yellow flag actually helped me, even though I hate seeing the races finish like that. But
Yeah.
I'll take it, man.
Well, what happened to set up that first GWC? Dana Osborne, I guess, was pushing and stayed behind the driver too long, and pop, there it went. And it
It
happened
happens.
right at the start of the of pit road. So he really had, no way of getting down pit road, and yeah, it happens. So went all the way around, and then yellow came out. So hey, it happens. I would have done the same thing if I was Dana. So yeah, it just happens.
All's well that ends well.
Yeah. Well, going into the top eight, buddy. I know you got to get into the bed. It's going to be the new Daytona next week. So
Yeah,
how do you feel about it?
I love New Daytona, and so I look forward to that. That's a good way to start the first round of eight.
Yes, sir, it is. All righty, buddy. Well, awesome job out here tonight. Finishing in third. I know you got a few final thought shout outs things you want to give. So, Mark's yours, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, man. We appreciate Max Speed TV. Very appreciative for you, Josh, and everybody, the people who sponsored the race tonight. Everybody watching, everybody I raced with. Congrats to Adam for a win. Good finish for Richard Sanchez and for Mayor for watching.
Yep. All righty, buddy. But go get some sleep. Go get some rest. Get in the bed, buddy. I know you got to work tomorrow. So we will see you Monday, right?
Mañana.
No, no. All righty, buddy. We'll see you the next time we see you, buddy. Go celebrate. Get some rest.
All right, brother.
All right, buddy.
Later.
Later. All right, well, that is going to bring us to our second place finisher here tonight. Mr. Rick Rad himself, Shall Not. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Well, I got to say, man, I know you did not, and I'm sure there was a lot of you out there that did not want to see that late caution. You
Yeah,
know?
there was a couple of them I didn't want to see, but
Mm.
actually the last one I did because I wasn't going to finish. I was going to run out of gas.
Mark actually said the same thing.
As soon
That
as that went
yeah,
green, telling somebody now I need a yellow.
yeah. Mark said if it would have went green, then he would have probably ran out coming out of 4. So
That's pretty much all of us, except for
oh
Adam. I think Adam had enough.
well, Adam was out here 19. Ooh, he was out here 19. So
We were
you,
just discussing it, and he said he was able to get like point 0.3 more in his tank when that last stop than I did. And
wow.
I led more of the laps, so
Yep.
I burned more gas. And
Yeah, we know leading, man, will burn up a lot of fuel, but me and talk about it. We had a lot of green flag runs out here tonight, a lot of green flag pit stops. Kind of walk us through the race for you.
it was pretty good. Got to the front, stayed up front, and got ready for the pits. Had great pits. I had a little uh, incident coming in on that one. So I had somebody sideways in front of me, and I think me and Anthony kind of bumped a little bit going in, but we got through it. And then the next pit came right out real good, and had Jimmy there. He got messed up, I think, on his auto pits or something on fueling at the end. It
Ooh,
was a shame because he had great pits with me every time. He was right there with me, and yeah, it's a good race. And I don't know what caused that one to come out. We were what 3 or 4 seconds ahead of the pack, and we were going to finish there, I think. And then all of a sudden that yellow came out and bunched her back up. But
yeah, the one that set up that GWC, the first one, Dana,
is that what it was?
yeah,
We knew he had blown up, but he
yeah,
was still moving.
yeah, he blew the motor right at the pit road entrance, and you're at a high rate of speed. You can't
Yeah,
just
you're
jerk it
all the
down
way
pit
around.
road, so you got to go all the way around. And I guess when he got back onto the backstretch, but see the thing about it is, well, Rick, he was on the apron. He was off the racing
Yeah,
surface, wasn't bothering anybody,
that's what everybody was saying.
and it's still through the yellow. So if I was Dana, I would have done the same thing. I would have tried to
Yeah,
go all the way around. So, but yeah, that's exactly what happened. That set up the first GWC, and then I know, we had a yellow in the first one, and then we had to have the second
it
one
was out
or
right at
the
the start, right?
yeah, yep. Then we had to have one extended because we had to have that one extended because I don't know, something happened down there on the track right when the
Yeah, I
pace
don't know
car
what that was.
dove down. But anyway, yeah. Overall though, it was a good race.
Yeah, it's fun too.
Well,
I didn't get tore up too bad, so
no, no. Coming into tonight, you was second in the points. 5 behind Dana. Of course, with
yeah.
your P2 finish out here tonight, buddy, you're definitely going to be set for, the top 8 going into next week, Daytona. How do you feel about, making it into the round of 8, buddy? How do you feel about it?
Feel pretty good. I did what I needed to do, get that top 5 and advance.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, 2 races in the top 8, Daytona and Talladega. So, got to do it in 2 races. So, you did it the first round. Now you got to do it the second round. So, awesome job, buddy. Any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your P2 finish?
As usual, check out Checkered Flag Motorsports. Shout out to Dave and Bubba over here, and shout out to MaxspeedTV yourself, putting on the good show for us, and the fam over there.
Appreciate it. Sorry about last night. Tried to make it back. There was a little hiccup Northwest Arkansas, but anyway, if you go back on the broadcast, you'll be able to hear what happened there. But yeah. But anyway, awesome job out here tonight, Rick. Go celebrate
Thank
your
you, sir.
P2 finish, and we will see you not only next week, but are we going to see you tomorrow night? For OP,
Possibly.
OP premiere?
Possibly.
Okay, well, if we see you tomorrow night, we'll see you tomorrow night. If not, we'll see you next Saturday, buddy.
All right, Bucks.
All
We
right,
got you.
awesome job. All right, well, that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight, Adam Kilday, buddy, a non-chase driver, winning it. I love to see it. Awesome job. You led 24 laps out here tonight. Probably not the way you wanted to win it, but hey, I'm sure you'll take it. Man, talk about it, Adam. We had a lot of good battles down there. I mean, we had green flag pit stops. We had, hiccups on pit road. We got to hear from you, buddy. Awesome job.
Yeah. Well, I guess David told me to tell you real quick that the points are updated
Mm,
uh for the league right now. So
okay.
yeah, he just didn't want to jump in to interrupt the interview and tell you, but he passed the message on to me. So yeah. But no, I was like, I don't know. I was going to probably watch a show tonight on the TV. It's the season finale of a series I'm watching. Um, but it didn't start till like a certain time. I had to wait, so I was like, well, shoot, I guess I'll jump into this race because I still had to wait a good minute for it. But I loaded in. I was just all for just riding around and helping out whoever. Um, I was in a channel with Jimmy Reynolds this race tonight, and at the end, I was pretty uh, what was it, like committed to probably going up with him on that long run we had where it was just like us four. It was me, Jimmy, Anthony, and Richard out on our own there for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, me and Jimmy were going to time the move. I was going to go up with Jimmy, possibly maybe push him to the win or give him a good chance of winning it. But yeah, it's unfortunate we got the yellow, stacked the field back up, and then we had to I guess trying to remember. I guess burn another green white checkered or something. Something else happened. I don't know what, but no, Jimmy only had enough for one green white then, so he wasn't able to do the second. But no, I was in another position to probably stay behind Sanchez, maybe help him, pay him back for a win he got me on Saturday nights a while back, and some times of him helping me throughout the races too and all that. But that didn't plan out either because then we got another yellow, and yeah, it was weird. It turned out to be a off race. It was like if only it could have ended this way when we had those double points for the podium a couple weeks back. It would have paid off then, but nah. It's I guess this one was just kind of landed in my lap, which sucks. But it's like we all want to see him race out to the end here on these closing laps, and yeah, for it to end under yellow, it's just unfortunate. But
Yeah.
it's I guess the points are pretty much in for these guys, so we'll see who makes it in. And I think there's some guys, they pulled me into the channel last second with Anthony and Mark. They all seem pretty comfortable where they were at, so I guess I'll shout out those guys for probably making it into the next round here. So hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, points are updated. I'm sitting here looking at it now. Anthony did make it. Mark did make it. Dana had unforeseen circumstances tonight. It looks like Dana just barely made it into the top 8. He fell all the way back into 7th. But hey, making it into the top 8, that's all that matters. So, looks like Dana Osborne is in it as well. And Nicholas Wing is running as is the other 8th driver. He fell down a spot, but he is still in the top 8. So you've got Sanchez, Servant, English, Seabrands, Mark Mann, Mayer, Osborne, and Wing. That, of course, is your top 8. So for all the fans out there still tuning in, and of course, I know you're still up here with me. Adam. So that's your top eight. That's the drivers that's going to be battling it out in the two races in the round of eight. And I know we're talking about tonight. I know it's Talladega. I know we had Talladega tonight. I know you guys had Talladega yesterday as well, and I know I missed it. But I gotta say, Adam, how'd you steal that win? Awesome job on winning it yesterday, buddy. Talk about that one for OP as well, because it was at Talladega too.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Uh, so of the same combos and back-to-back nights. Oh boy. Yeah, trucks at Dega, awesome. But no, it's I just had a teammate there that got up behind me when I needed him. That was Vince there that
Yeah.
popped up there to save the day. So it's you can't get most of those wins without teammates, and then including everyone else there. It's uh what is it? We got all no press at sports all running together well on that night, and we're also running a separate deal on Monday together. So we've kind of getting our mojo in place on how like me and uh Josh Ball and Vince and Dwayne all work together in sync. But it's been a good little change, change of scenery, and uh something got me interested in doing some more races for a while longer. But yeah, you can't do it without the teammates. So
Yeah.
it's all shout out to those guys. But even tonight here, Mark was pushing me pretty good. Kept me in the lead there to win the race for a lottery yellow to come out. But yeah, speaking of lottery, we're you know, played 5 more plays for Powerball come Monday. So we'll see how that one goes. Maybe, hopefully, I get as much luck with that as I have been with these trucks as of late.
Yeah, definitely so. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, I know you're not in the chase on Sundays, but nevertheless, you're still out here racing it up with these guys. And trying to do what you can to kind of spoil the party. And tonight, no difference, man. You out here spoiling the party, taking the victory, away and points away, the big picture, taking points away from these chase drivers. Probably changed the field up a little bit going into the round of eight, which it did. We kind of already heard. So, just because you're not in the chase, does not mean you shouldn't get out here and race, man. Y'all non-chase drivers really, throw a dinger into some things, that's for sure.
Yeah. Uh. Oh boy, I don't know. It's like last week there was just a bunch of them that they were just kind of happy where they were riding at. They didn't want to cause many issues or whatever, do something that would ruin their finishing position. You're in a good spot up front. You cash out with those points, and then you move on to the next week.
Yeah.
So I guess that kind of played in my favor because the aggressiveness wasn't uh, too pushed too hard there for people trying to go for the win. So it was more lenient that week. Tonight, you had the same guys up here, it seemed like, and they were, content where they were wanting to finish. It got a little scary at the end with some guys being extremely short on fuel. With
Yeah,
that,
how short were you? I mean, because I know you
I
were out there about the same as what Rick Sanchez was. Mark was out there 20 laps, so I know y'all were about the same. So where were you sitting at?
um I think I had about point 0.6 gallons left after in the race. So I had enough to get to the line again and do some donuts and burnouts. I think James did too. I think James was on the same stop with us.
Let's see
Yeah.
here. James Mayer was out here about 19 laps, so yeah, he was pretty much right there as well. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I
Wow.
saw I saw James doing some donuts too at the end, so he looked good as well. Um, but yeah, it was uh Jimmy would have had enough there too. He would have probably had the same as me. iRacing decided to tick him one less tick of fuel, and so it didn't top off his tank there on that last stop, and
Oh
he wasn't
man.
able to do that last green white. Um, which was unfortunate, but maybe next week we could try it again for him, see what we can do, and but at the end of the day, it's we have a good chill calm experience in the Discord. Is all I look forward to. It's just us two, so it's like not as much chaos going on, and yeah, yeah, it just here to hang out really while these guys battle it out for a championship.
Yeah,
So
definitely
yeah,
so. Well, I know, like I said, I know you're not in the chase, but I know the top eight, fires up next week, next Sunday night. If you're out here racing it up, which I know if you can make it, and I know you try to. If you're here, what do you like about going into it? What do you got? Some people. I know you probably got some people you're going to try and help if you can. Uh, of course, if you're in a shot for winning it, I'm sure you're going to try to win it too. So what's your mindset going into it as a non top eight driver going into that race?
um, I mean, probably, boy, is it Atlanta coming up in this next round at all?
Let's see here. Schedule. I can look at it. Well, that Atlanta won't happen until the first round of the top six of the top four. So
Darn.
we've still got another two races to complete before we get to that. So yeah, but yeah, Atlanta
Yeah,
is on the schedule.
yeah. I mean, I'm probably looking forward to that. Really don't prefer Atlanta as much, but I'm ready for a different track, all in all. So, just I may just show up for that race. Who knows? But yeah, we've been doing so many new Daytonas, especially Talladegas lately. I'm ready for an Atlanta. So
Ready to mix it up a little bit.
yeah, pretty much.
All righty, buddy. Well, I'm not going to keep you any longer, man. Awesome job on the win tonight. Awesome job winning it yesterday as well. For over there at OP, man. Do you have any, final thoughts, shout outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate the back to back 2 day victory, buddy? I'll just go ahead and throw that out there. Mike's yours.
Yeah, we'll do thanks to Mark there again. Um anyone who may have helped me this race, David Overstreet gave me a heck of a shot earlier. I felt that one, so I appreciate David for that help earlier on in the race. Um Shout out to Jimmy Reynolds in the Discord tonight. And everyone who advanced to the next round. People that showed up, uh, even the non-playoff guys that showed up to bring the numbers up for a good race session here. That's much appreciated. And yeah, we'll do a shout out to the league here too. Sundays is a pretty good night to race for super speedways. We had a 4 caution race. Um, Average caution count has been pretty low, which I like. A lot of green flag runs, so shout out to the drivers on keeping that in check. And of course, the broadcast here and Joshua Medlock on the commentary. So your time is appreciated as well, man.
I appreciate it, Adam. I really do, man. Thank you for the kind words. Of course, go enjoy the win. Well, the double win yesterday and today. Are we going to see you tomorrow night for the premiere, or are you going to take the night off?
I may have other plans,
Okay.
so we'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if we see you tomorrow, we'll see you tomorrow. If not, we will see you next Saturday, buddy. Back at it for OP on Saturday nights, man. The start of the top 16, buddy.
Yep, we'll do. I will catch the broadcast then
All
for
righty.
sure.
All righty, buddy.
I,
We'll see you then, man.
I will do. Take
Later.
it easy.
You too. All right, Adam Kilday with the win out here tonight. Let's go ahead and get down here to our official results because points have been updated. Everything has been completed here. Of course, not only for the race, but of course the top 8 as well. Adam Kilday with a win out here tonight. Awesome win by Adam. Rick Sanchez there in second. Mark Mann third. James Mayer fourth. Daniel Holloway rounding out the top 5. Anthony English in 6th. Paul Sarant 7th. Rick Seabrands in 8th. Andy Brigante 9th. And David Overstreet in 10th. Jason Kinzer in 11th. Bubba Winningham in 12th. Dave Hunt 13th. Sean Stevens 14th. Jerry Bergeron 15th. Russ Hancock 16th. Nick Wing 17th, Joshua Westendorf in 18th, Les Levy in 19th, and Mike Allen 20th. Chris Breidenbaker did not have the race he wanted out here tonight for sure. Finishing 21st, Dusty Burkhart 22nd, Alex Giffen 23rd, Lynn McNeese 24th, David Palmer 25th, Jimmy Reynolds 26th, Del Rapp 27th, Dana Osborne definitely didn't have the race he wanted here for sure. Still in the top 8, but for sure, I'm sure wanted a better finish here this evening. He'll finish, like I said, in 28th. And Andrew Schroeder definitely didn't have the race he wanted. He will finish in 29th here tonight. But our winner is Adam Kilday here tonight. Tomorrow night, the OP Premier Series back in action right here on MaxspeedTV, 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central. You don't want to miss it. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight on MaxspeedTV. Until next time, folks, stay safe again. Thank you all, and have a good night.